What up, YouTube? Your boy Hillsborough 34. I know it's still week 6. It's Saturday morning. I'm shooting my video now because I'm feeling kind of good. I don't know if my team, my Bucs, can win this game, but either way, I'm gonna represent. I'm married to this team, so no matter how hard things get, I'm sticking it out through thick and thin. That's the only way to go, man. If you either all in, there's no in between. So I'm definitely, I see some people on Buck Nation talking about tanking. I'm not down with that. I feel like if you want a franchise quarterback, you're not gonna tank your season, and you should trade up if you really want your, because when you're a season ticket holder, and you're going out there, there's no way imaginable you want your team tanking, at least for me. So I'd rather see them boys win, try to win as many games as they can. To me, that's what it's all about, W's. I don't care what quarterback wins it for us, but it's all about W's at the end of the day for me. And then when the draft comes around, then you worry about the draft. But I don't want to keep this video long. I'm not gonna do long videos until they really give me some material to work with. But we take on the Vikings. Last time we played the Vikings, we beat them at home. Doug Martin had a good game. AP, we didn't keep him in check. I know he rushed for 100 yards, but I think I don't know if Rondé Barber stripped him or something like that. I don't know if I just said at home, but we played them at their house and we beat them. Josh Freeman was the quarterback around that time. Doug Martin was a rookie. Mike Williams was still on the team. But we went in their house and we beat them. So we've had their number for a few years now. So I'm hoping we can keep that trend going and we can pull off our second win of the year, man. Give us something to, hang on to. Because I see a lot of people people want to turn this franchise upside down and inside out. And I'm more stay the course. Don't get rid of the scheme. Don't get rid of the coach. Like I said, this is Mike Glennon's. This is his chance to show this year whether he's gonna be the long-term answer or not. And really, it's hard to judge because I don't know. I mean, when a complete team is just bad, how do you really judge a quarterback? He's holding his own, I guess. He took a brutal beating in that Ravens game, but he's hung in there, so maybe that says something about his toughness. But this video is long enough. We'll see. That's how I end my videos from now on. We'll see who comes out victorious. But no matter how good or bad we've been the last few years, we've seen to have Minnesota's number. I got mad respect for Teddy Bridgewater. The last game he played, he had a pretty bad game. I think he threw 3 picks, and he's still yet to throw his first touchdown. So I'm hoping he doesn't throw his first touchdown against us. But then again, we've been outscored like in the first half. I don't even want to say it's probably like 95-0 or something between the Falcons and the Ravens. But I ain't gonna get off into bad things, thinking good thoughts. So we'll see how this game goes. Looking forward to see my Bucs back on the field at home. So I'll holler at y'all out.
Would you rather have a top 5 pick? If you were to ask Bucs fans right now, what would it be?
I think that Bucs fans would say to compete for the division because it is still, as crazy as it sounds, it's still attainable. And I think the Bucs fans have gone too long without a winning team, so that's what we're thirsty for right now.
I'd take that top 5 pick. Give me that top
like
5 pick.
Season.
Can't do that.
The competitor and all this.
Soon.
I know, but
It's too
you know what you hate?
soon.
You know,
Start saying that.
No.
It is too soon.
You're just
No, it's
giving
not.
Jesse, no.
I don't know. Just giving up on a team. And there's reasons to give up on them. Absolutely. It's too soon.
But here's the thing.
With that division.
And you look at this schedule. Vikings, Browns, Falcons, Redskins, Bears. Okay, so...
Whoa, and Bengals, Lions. I mean, there's winnable games.
Let's cut it off, though, with the Bengals. And you look at those 5 teams. The Vikings, Browns, Falcons, Redskins, Bears.
Right.
Theoretically, if you're feeling pretty good about this team, you could say 4-1.
Yeah. I think the Bears would.
But they could easily go 1-4. And that's the problem with this team is they've wasted opportunities early on, and there's nothing that makes you feel confident they can run the table during those 5 games.
Which you can guarantee, if you get rid of Jackson, that's a couple losses right there, just out the gate, out of those games we just mentioned. It's just silly. I just think it's too early, and we got the trade deadline. It's October 28th.
I think they bumped it back. Let me look at it.
So Vincent Jackson he's been a nice guy. He's been a good player,
right?
But he's nobody that I think that you don't. He's not. He's definitely not
October
untouchable.
28th.
Yeah,
October 28th.
28th. Okay, so what?
I'd move him.
Okay, nobody's untouchable. I don't think.
No,
I don't think
No, when you see that the Bucs have to win 2 games to catch up to make ground with the leading team in the division, why would you give up?
Yeah, I agree. There's no reason to give up yet.
You look at this team. The defense has been not what we thought it was going to be. Mike Glennon, this isn't the year that he puts it all together. Maybe next year. I mean, this offensive line, there's so many problems with this team. I think if you... I would make some changes right away.
So just pack it up. You're playing for the draft.
Yeah.
Pack it up.
I mean, what if they were to finish 8-8? If you're a Bucs fan,
tease. You don't want it. You don't want that.
We've had this conversation 1,000 times. I can't root. If I am a huge Bucs
you're not going to
fan,
root against them.
But you kind of are.
You
kind of are.
You're at the point, though, if they
playing for a
lose,
draft pick, and that's silly.
You're at the point, though, if they lose, it doesn't hurt as bad.
You're almost stupid to win. You're almost stupid to win.
But it's just such a long season.
You play to win the game.
You play to get the pick.
No, you don't.
When you're 1-5, what are you playing for?
What is it that gives us confidence that the pick is going to do anything for it? You know what I mean? Like the Bucs have been in a position for good draft picks for a couple years now.
You see what Dallas did, though. They didn't go for Johnny Manziel. They built that offensive line. You got to build with the big uglies up front. That's how you build a football team. Start from the ball out. You got to do it that way.
Not arguing. I'm just saying you don't quit on the team on a season this early.
Brooks, you quit on the team this early?
Absolutely not. No way. My big thing is, what kind of a message is it going to send to the locker room if you trade away your best receiver? You're basically saying, yep, we give up only 6 games in. And that division, like we mentioned, is god-awful. It is terrible. They're only a couple games out. They could still theoretically make up some ground.
Yeah, but guys, let's look logically at this, though. I mean, we can look logically. Fans aren't. But, I mean, this isn't a good team.
No.
It's not a good team. Now, the question really becomes, when you're evaluating this talent, the narrative was, well, we got rid of Revis because it freed up all this money. And we can go out and sign more players.
Get extra bodies.
You could say the same thing about Vincent Jackson. You could say the same thing about Gerald McCoy.
Yep.
And those are questions I'm sure they're going to be having as this season progresses, what they want to do. Because I don't think this team we're seeing right now, I still think you're going to see it retooled again for next year. I think this is a process where this is going to be a couple years.
And we'll talk about this all morning long. Vincent Jackson, maybe he's on the trading block.